Hello and welcome to Joburg. Today I'm your host, Raymond Muriku, and this is Active. For many people, when you talk about freestyle football, they're thinking about just kicking a ball in the streets. But guess what? I got to link up with the legendary Chris Njokwana. I can already hear him cheering at the back of your screens. And he gave us a breakdown of how the sport works and how to make it professionally.
Football is arguably the best and the most loved sport in the world. But not everyone enjoys the 11 versus 11 format. Hence, I decided to try out freestyle football with the legendary Chris Njokwana, a professional football freestyler, to learn more about being active with the glorified solo performance sport.
Freestyle football is a subculture, so different to what football is. Obviously, you're on your own. You try to come up with tricks and creative ways of using a soccer ball. Man, I started out in my room, so the only thing you need is just a ball, man, and just a ball in your mind. That's all you need, and you can play football anywhere. As soon as you get a ball, you just get a crowd within minutes, because it's something fresh and unique. A lot of people think that you don't need to be fit to do freestyle football. You need to train hard, because it takes a lot. Keeping up the ball, it's not easy.
Chris was the Red Bull Street Style champion in 2008 and 9, including 2010, and has represented South Africa on the international stage as a freestyle footballer. Having traveled 54 countries, he breaks down the rules from an international perspective of the game and the level of our country's freestyle footballers.
It's normally 3 minutes against, so it's one-on-one. So each opponent has 30 seconds, so you do your tricks in 30 seconds. No hands allowed, obviously, because it's football. Only allowed one ball. Previously it used to be two, but you're only allowed one ball, so you can be creative. And and the judges, normally 5 or 3 judges, so they judge on style, creativity, control, and sometimes technique, depending on the rules of the competition. South Africa is really up there, although we don't compete as much internationally. We got a different flavor, different style to what the guys are doing overseas. I'm just hoping in the next couple of years, we get to compete internationally, so that we also, we can also get a world champ, coming out of South Africa. So you know what they normally say?
Yeah.
They normally say freestyle footballers can't play.
True.
So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to put a pana, shibobo, or kwetla, or they call it the kitchen, 3 legs, yeah? The soccer ball is taking me to places that I never thought I'd go. I would encourage the kids to just take a ball and start freestyling. You never know where the sport can take you. For me, it's not about money, truthfully speaking. So just like making people happy and smile and just enjoying it.
I'm Ray for Joburg Today.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy DJ Sab with the best thing ever from YFM 99.2, and you are watching Joburg Today.
I know that's going to be trending, so make sure that you follow us on our social media platforms. On Twitter, it's at Joburg Today, and simply like our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. So UJ Hockey opened the doors for me so I can learn more about the sport. And guess what? I spoke to 2 students who gave us a breakdown between balancing schoolwork and the sport. And this are the results. Whether it's during the day or during the night, we keep you active. And I'm right at the UJ AstroTurf to explore another unique sport. Let's go check out hockey.
Basically, hockey is a game played with 11 players on each team, a goalkeeper, obviously wearing pads. I'm a goalkeeper myself, so we're in a fully suited pads that are made of high-density foam. Then basic hockey player would have shoes, shin guards, gum guard and a stick. That's all you really need. If you're in a short corner, you're going to need a ball box and a face mask just so you don't get hit in the face with a drag flick or a straight poke. And yeah, basically hockey is it's basically like football, but instead of using your feet, you're using your stick, and when it hits your foot, that's the equivalent of a handball in football. What makes it very unique is the surface that it's played on, and the fact that it's not really something you can just do from your house or whatever. You can practice with a ball in your garden, playing on your grass, but I mean, there's nothing like actually being out on a synthetic turf, like with the ball moving as quickly as it does, and just like it's the sheer skill that's on display. But I mean, that's what's really unique about it. So for the kids, they're basically playing in mini tournaments from under 5 until about under 13, and they play 6 or 7 aside, and they all have like these mini tournaments at schools or whatever on the weekend, and it'll be like a 9-2 kind of thing where they just do round robin games, and it's just about kind of just getting exposure and trying to get match play going so they can just understand the basic facets of the game. And when you get older, from under 15 to under 17, you'll play in like leagues where the other clubs that are around Joburg, Wanderers, Shumbas, they all have junior sides as well, and junior academies where they all play in an inter-club league.
Well, the growth of the sport in the last few years has definitely picked up. So recently they've now introduced a tournament called the PHL, which is more of a premier hockey league for the top players in the country, where it uses a draft system, so the NFL draft, very similar to that. We're starting at a younger age groups, trying to get grassroots levels better, because that's where it all happens, basically, where the magic happens, where you can see talent, you can separate the talent from just average players, or not just average players, just those who want to play not competitively, just to have fun, just for the recreational purposes of the sport. So at the end of the day, we have players from the youngest age groups under 5, 3, 4 years old playing hockey, all the way up to 65 years old. Coming from a goalkeeper, I can say it's watching the players in terms of their fitness and the fitness that we do. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I can definitely comment and say that the fitness, it's draining. Yeah, it takes a lot out of you. It's I think one of the most draining sports, in the sense that when you're on the field, you're constantly running. There's a blow and then the ball goes immediately. We go straight into play from there onwards. There's no moment for you to have a rest. It's immediately action the whole time. And then it's just rolling subs. So if it's in an 18-man squad, the guys only roll every 3 or 4 minutes. So in that time, they're constantly running up and down the field. It's very draining. And it's also just different areas that you have to work on. It's not just fitness level in terms of running fitness. You also have to be agile, your core, all of that's very important. Currently a student, a third year at the varsity. I'm studying BCom Finance, and in terms of balancing it, it's quite nice to balance it, because it teaches you time management, and also the disciplines of being in a team environment lets you learn how to work together in a team, which is only beneficial to you in the working environment at a later stage. You have to be at a certain training session, you have to push yourself there, then you also have to push yourself academically in the classroom, in the lecture halls, in your tests, in your assignments, wherever you're putting yourself, you have to always give it your all, and then you actually prove more to yourself than you actually realised before that you could actually do.
I'm Ray, Joburg Today.
Hi, I'm Sophie Ndaba, and you are watching Joburg Today.
For more news on the city, make sure that you do check out our playlist. And before we close the show, I'd like to urge Joburgers to kindly invite us to any sports activities in the city. Who knows, you might be featured on Active. That's all for me, Ray, and the rest of the Joburg Today crew. Stay active.